Hey, it's Brie with Coffee on Repeat, and I'm actually sitting on one of those yoga balls. So if I start bouncing around, it's because I've had lots of coffee, but very little running because I sprained my ankle on Saturday trying to do my trail run. So I've got in theory, 50K next weekend, and I'm hoping to be back into training for my 100 miler after that. But it was rock 1, Brie 0. So the purpose of the review today is not this pack. Not this pack. This is the Mountain Hardwear. This is the Fluid Vest Pack. I did this review a couple months ago, and since then things have kind of escalated. This was my first one, and then I got it in green, but then I found out about the existence of it in blue. I tried to get that one through a series of not really unfortunate events, but just events. I ended up with this one, which had a bit of a problem with the pokey part sticking out. So when the company I ordered it from tried to exchange it, I ended up with a 3-liter, which they look very similar from the front, but not the back. And at that point in time, they're like, well, you can return them both, or you can keep them both. And I opted to keep them. So I've now taken this out for about 5 runs, and I can give you a very fair comparison of the two of these. So this is the 3-liter. This is more of the race pack, and this is more of the well, it's meant for more all-day running. This is my ride or die. I love this pack. Just kind of giving you some comparisons, and I have it in blue now, too. 6-liter has this little Velcro doohickey in the back. I'm going to call it a doohickey. It holds up to 2 liters. I usually run 1.5, but this summer I've been doing 2. And then you can have this whole back for all this stretchy wonderfulness. I'll link to the original review so I don't have to go through all of this. Then in the front, you've got the bottle pockets, but you also have this little side zip under each one. It's not super deep, but it's the right size for carrying backup scratch or any kind of hydration. Salt tabs. I put little things in here, but I don't put too many things that are pokey because it does, you might feel it inside, and that's what she said. So, and then you've got the tube clip, and then all the pockets look fairly similar. This one, it is actually lower in the back, and it is only going to hold a 1.5. The problem I have with this it's very similar where you can have a side tube. So if you have the Solomon bladder, you can go to the side configuration, or you can go over the shoulder. It does not have the little Velcro grabby thing in the back. So in theory, it wouldn't be an issue when it's full. It's sort of kind of where the other one would be with the Velcro, where it's between the shoulder blades. However, as you run and drink all the water, it kind of does tend to work its way down just a little bit. It's not going to work its way all the way down, but I have had it where, see how it goes kind of sideways, and you end up getting like a little poke in the shoulders, and you start wondering what that is, and it gets a little frustrating. The other thing that I've noticed is that the pockets are not as deep, and now that I've analyze these bad boys together, you can even see that on the 6-liter the pockets go all the way up to the next pocket, while this one there is some gapping. So you'd be able to hold a bottle, but if you have a phone, a bigger phone, you may have to give it a good push in there, because I found that my 8, it's not even a plus, it's just an 8, but they're just getting so big that soon it's just going to be like carrying an iPad. It starts to work its way out the top. The other thing I don't love about this pack, and I'm super biased because I really love the 6-liter, and anything that's different between the two of them, I'm not a fan of. Okay, so here's it's the same configuration pretty much as the 6-liter, but I kept having problems with the tube clip. No matter what I did, I was having difficulties clipping it in, and I thought that I was just kind of going insane. I thought maybe it was looser. I kept comparing it, and then whenever I drank the tube, I felt like it was just so close to my face. That's what she said. Finally figured it out. We figured it out yesterday. It only took me 4 runs to realize that there actually was a difference. So we're going to go with the exact same pack because I think these are from the same model year. I'm not sure if they're making these anymore, but there wasn't a whole lot of style differences between the years. So the colors are probably dependent on what year they came out with. And I think that this is probably one of the older ones, because the newer ones, let me grab blue. The newer ones will have this line of stitching right here where the bladder is. and that was why this one had a little pokey piece of zipper sticking out when I got it, was that there's no extra line of stitching. So what I did was I had to pull that out and I trimmed it, and I can kind of feel a bit of a rough edge, but if it ends up being an issue, I'll just add some fabric or some KT tape to it. It's really kind of a non-issue. But going to the tube clip, I'm going to kind of hold these up. The front one, this is the 3 liter, and then the back is the 6 liter. And I'm trying to grab these because I'm trying not to bounce. So the difference is, make sure you can see that. So the darker one right here, this is the 6 liter. This is the 6 liter, and this is the 3 liter. They're mirrored. So I'm not sure if this one just got put on backwards or not, but they're mirrored, and that was why I could not for the life of me get that tube clip in, because all the 6 liters are all one way, and then this 3 liter was completely backwards, and no matter what, I couldn't get it on. The other difference is in the height from the drop. So here's that stitching that I'm out in Hardwear, and it's about that difference. On this one, it's much lower. So when you wear it, let's go with the one that I've been wearing. All right, I don't have a bladder in this one because I just washed this one. So the bladder, the tube goes around here, and then it would be right here. So it's the perfect distance for kind of just turning your head and taking a drink, while the other one is up closer to your face. And that was just something that, it was such a minor thing for me, but when you get really comfortable with something, you know where all your pockets are, you know where you're putting your nutrition, you know where everything is supposed to fit, it was just kind of, it wasn't my favorite thing. So as to durability, I've probably taken these suckers out for a while now, and this is the one that I've had since April, March, maybe, and it still looks brand new, like brand new. And I've given it so many baths. What I do is I just kind of, this one has a hole. No, it's fine. I'm just checking to make sure it actually is brand new. I've got some like stretch, you can't even really see it. And it's not even, I don't even know if it's like a hole or not. No, it's not a hole. It actually just might be, there's a little, did we go to sleep? Okay, I'm not sure if you are actually still here, so hold on just 1 second. My computer went to sleep. But it's holding up really, really well. You can see that the pockets aren't even stained at all. I cram so many things in these pockets. It's ridiculous, and I'm just kind of checking it for stitching to see how it's holding up. Don't even really see any holes, and I give it lots of baths because I just throw it in the sink with some Castile soap, let it soak, and then I rinse it off and then let it air dry. So this is my original pack, and this is my new one. And yeah, some of them actually still have the tags on them. I wasn't sure if they were still making them, so I've been kind of collecting them, and this way I can match my outfits because it's blue. This one matches my Garmin band. And then if you are interested in adding poles to it, I have a little DIY pole holder that you can do. So that's just the difference between the 3 liter and the 6 liter. Again, if you wanted a recommendation between the two of them, I wholeheartedly go for the 6 liter. It doesn't take up a lot of space. You add this extra little bit of storage if you need it, and it's not any taller than this one. Like, it's the same height, and for whatever reason, I don't know if it's just psychological, but I feel like because this one has more knit material, I feel like this one is almost itchier, which is weird because it's the exact same material and it's probably psychological, but these seem softer to me. I don't know why. Just a quick follow-up too on the performance on these. So far, I've taken these out with brand new shirts, brand new tech shirts that have never been snagged, and they have survived a run, a very long run, without any of those, the scuff material that you get with tech material on hydration packs. My solid pack is the worst for that. It eats all my shirts. These actually haven't damaged these shirts yet. I'm sure there's probably some light wear somewhere, but it's been much gentler to my tech gear. So, hope this helps. Bye.